Know that the right
Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening, but all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They run again on first down. Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Alexander Mattison, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run again with Harris. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here this Thanksgiving holiday 2022. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Damian Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after one. On second down, Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Jones, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And out across midfield down to the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on second down. Jones, complete. It's Henry. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They'll look to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Kirk Cousins back out there for the next Viking possession. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. Here's Cousins. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, as we'll run you through what's going on both today and later on this weekend. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium. A big one for the Jets as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Then on Sunday night, a big one in the NFC to wrap up the holiday weekend. The Packers and Eagles from the Link, coverage at 8:20 Eastern Time. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just one touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Cook following the penalty. Oh, look at the juke. Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 59 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Cook trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now a play fake here on first down. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Jones setting up the screen. Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Patriots send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 79 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's Cook again. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Cook up the gut. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 33. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Cook. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook,
his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So now Jones and the Patriots
down by 2 touchdowns. 1:46 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Jones to Henry.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
I'm a OG boy. Know that the